Happy Sunday, you guys. It is Stongdad here. I am doing my Sunday edition of videos going over what I'm expecting for the week and going into tomorrow what I'm expecting. This is going to be a shorter video than my last one, but I'm going to be covering some of the same things that I went over on, I think it was Friday night when I posted that longer video about ghost zones and gamma exposure levels. If you guys want to check that video out, I would highly recommend doing that if you guys have no idea what ghost zones are or gamma exposure levels. I have been doing a lot of renovations to my office, so it might look a little bit different. I moved my desk from, oh my gosh, right behind me, right there where that futon is, and I have like a little desk in the back for videos. And then oh look, Blaze, Blaze is just chilling over there with us. He's kind of blurry because of the camera I have, but that's what I've been doing this weekend. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments what you guys did this weekend. But let's shut up about that and let's get right into recaps. I guess not recaps, but like predictions on what's going to be happening this week. All right. All right, guys. So we did get a pretty large DEX candle. If you guys don't know what DEX is, it basically is a prediction on what the next day's move may be. So this large red usually means that the next day will be red. And that, I mean, that's up in the air, right? It's like 60 or 70% accurate from the back test that we've done. But nonetheless, that's a pretty large red bar, and if you guys want to do some back tests on that, you can. But just looking at this, I usually go into the next day with the mindset that we may pull back a little bit, just based off of these candles here. And it does kind of make sense with market net flow, right? You guys, on Friday we spiked up a lot. We were bearish all day. The net flow it kind of stayed around 10 million most of the day, but then like at the end, like the last hour or two, it ramped up a lot. So going into Monday, I do think that we will be pulling back a little bit, although futures are green slightly. You can see here futures are green by 0.5% right now, but we'll see what the night traders bring in and see if that moves either tomorrow or what goes on. We'll do a recap on what happens tomorrow. But for some zones I have here, we did break a very important gamma exposure level on Friday. We kind of fell below it like right at the end, like right at close on Friday. So since we did break that 358 level on SPY, that was the level I was really expecting a bounce from, but we did not get it. So since we are below that, I do think that we'll pull back a little bit. The next zone I'll be looking at is 355, where this gamma exposure level is. And then if we get below that, probably there's a bigger one around 352. So I don't know if that will be hitting on Monday or what's going to happen there, but just going to tomorrow, if we do lean bearish, I'll be looking at that 355 level. And if we do reclaim that 358, if we do end up bullish on Monday, I'll look for a reclaim of 358 on SPY and then a retest of 360 possibly, because those are some very strong gamma exposure levels, a lot bigger than these ones down here. So I'll be looking at that as well if it goes higher. And then if it does get above 360, which I don't really think that that's very likely, I'll be looking at 365 next. All right, guys. We do have a lot of earnings this week, which I do want to go over slightly. We have a couple big banks Monday, and then we have Tesla and Netflix to kick off tech earnings. I think that those earnings are going to be very important for what the market might be doing in the next month or two. We also have interest rate decisions at the first week of November, and then midterms as well 2 weeks after that, which we will be watching pretty closely. But yeah, Tesla and Netflix are going to be interesting because Tesla's guidance is going to be interesting to watch, because they do have that semi-truck. Their first deliveries of semi-trucks will be in December to Pepsi. So that will be interesting to hear some investor guidance on that. With the Fed, there's nothing really going on other than jobless claims, which usually happen every week. So that will be on the 13th. Oh, sorry. What day is this going to be? Oh, gosh, I messed it all up. It's this week. I know that. Jobs claims are this week on Thursday, I believe, if not Wednesday. But that's pretty much the only thing going on with the Fed. There's nothing really, no speakers or anything to mess with the market. But yeah, jobless claims I'll be looking at. And then those levels, guys. That's pretty much all I'm looking at for this week. Every day I'll try to do a shorter video on the levels that I'll be looking at, depending on where it ends up during the day, right? So I just showed you my levels for SPY below 358 and then above 358, and then we'll I'll make another video and then we'll go from there, right? I'll make new zones and we'll see if they hit. I've been pretty good with where those levels have been hitting, and then if you guys want like more live updates instead of like these daily videos, I do tweet a lot about these levels pretty much live. So if you do want to shoot me a follow on Twitter, I do tweet quite a bit about these levels just as I'm watching it throughout the day. But that's pretty much it, guys. That was my Sunday video. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I'm going to go eat some food with my family and just kind of chill, watch futures for a little bit, maybe some football and some baseball. Have a good night, guys.